Okay, so continuing on from last week, what are some ways that parents can work to communicate effectively with their children? Asking pertinent questions will help you create a strategy and design a big picture blueprint for your children to learn about where the inheritance came from, how it has been managed, and the importance of continuing to steward the wealth. There'll be parent questions on the parent side. There'll be children's questions. It's important to have transparent communication, share your values with your children. Hopefully, you've been doing that for a long time. Work together during decision making, and you may need to recognize when there might be a problem and troubleshoot it now, like if you have a spendthrift child or grandchild. So, some important parent questions. How much will be inherited by the children? Are the children financially responsible in their own lives currently? Will this money affect their lifestyle? Very important question there, in my opinion. Children's questions. Are mom and dad's financials okay? Will they be open about their financials with us? Can a financial professional help us get a better understanding of the situation? Let's start with transparent communication. You want to be open and honest about your finances. Doing so can help mitigate obstacles that could appear later on. It also builds trust while discussing which accounts and assets comprise the estate plan. How do you access them? The rough amount of the inheritance. Who are the emergency contacts and how to reach them? Why is the estate plan structured the way it is right now? What responsibilities will be required for a smooth transition? Both parties will express true feelings about the situation, including worries, which builds trust and can open doors for teachable moments that will inevitably arise. So, share your values with your children. What do inheritance and lifestyle mean to you? Finding areas where both parents and children have shared values will make it easier to work together to pursue the same financial aspirations. Sometimes difficulties with decision making after receiving an inheritance due to previous decisions made by earlier generations who needed to be taught how to manage the wealth strategically. And you've also got to recognize where there might be a problem and troubleshoot it. There are instances where parents or grandparents feel that a beneficiary is not fiscally responsible based on how they currently live their lives, overspending on material things, maxing out credit cards, battling substance abuse issues, lack of gratitude, and feelings of entitlement for money they didn't earn. These are all worst case scenarios that are real life problems for some families. And how do you deal with it? I'll give you for instance, one of my clients, he had, when his mother was in her last days, and she wasn't, she was in her last days, and they found out that her will had left all of her possessions, including the house, to her sister. And her sister had died several years before. And had the family not found out, then the house they grew up in would have gone to their two cousins. Now, one of the cousins probably would have been fine. The other one had a bad substance abuse problem, and coming into a large sum of money probably would have destroyed that cousin. So you've got to be aware of things like this and figure out ways to deal with it. So, step one, schedule an appointment with a financial professional, somebody like me. First step is to set up a family call to discuss services, expectations, and goals. Financial professional can guide parents on how to talk with children and grandchildren about the inheritance they will one day receive and how to manage the money. They can also offer insight in the importance of maintaining generational accounts. This resource is a 20-minute call for you and your family, kids, grandkids, nieces, siblings, parents, in-laws, grandparents, or anybody you consider family. The family call gives the opportunity to meet your loved ones and introduce ourselves so they know how we can help them moving forward, both in a group setting or one-to-one. And the format's flexible and customizable to your needs as well. All conversations or consultations will be kept strictly confidential. Never will we discuss anything pertaining to you without your permission. Then you want to create a plan. It cannot be overstated how critical preparation is when it comes to the pursuit of any long-term goal or strategy. Begin this new journey by scheduling a meeting with somebody like me, your spouse and loved ones who will one day receive an inheritance. I'll tell you at the end how to set up a call with me. But get things together like dates and times, everyone's available, everyone's email addresses, and don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. Okay. It's my personal opinion. Children should be taught from an early age about money handling. There are ways to teach them. Monopoly, everybody's heard of Monopoly. It's a classic board game. It's fun, and it does teach about money handling. Now, there's a more advanced game called Cash Flow. It's produced by Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is an excellent book also, but it teaches more about money. If you as a parent feel like you don't know enough about handling money, it's okay. The process of teaching your children will help you learn more. Once you graduate, be it from welding school, engineering school, or law school, you're going to need a different plan for each of these stages that's tailored to your individual situation. During your working years, in my personal opinion, it's am I saving enough and is it in the right place? Glide path to retirement. Last 10 years prior to retirement. That's what I've arbitrarily set. Will the USS Retirement be shipshape on the appointed day? Retirement, how do I avoid running out of money before I run out of life? And finally, your legacy. Does what I worked hard for get to where I want it to after I'm done with retirement? This is what we're talking about today. The after retirement, when your retirement's over. You can reach me at herwirefinancial.com. I do in-person Zoom and phone appointments. I am licensed and registered across several states and can easily add states if there's a need. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, you can click on the schedule an appointment button in the upper right-hand corner of my website. Want to see more videos like this? Go to my website and click on the YouTube button. It's that red one between the LinkedIn and Facebook buttons. If your friends want more information, they can follow me on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. If you want to reach me by the good old-fashioned telephone, 518-631-2569. I will caution you, do not text that number. We'll both be sad because I won't get it. Opinions voiced in this material are for general information only, not intended to provide any specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance reference is historical, no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested in directly. All data is believed to be from reliable sources. However, no representation is made as to its completeness or accuracy. None of this is to be construed as tax or legal advice. Consult your advisor prior to taking any action. This information is intended to be educational, not tailored to the investment needs of any specific investor. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. No strategy assures success or protects against loss. There is no guarantee that a diversified portfolio will enhance overall returns or outperform a non-diversified portfolio. Diversification does not protect against market risk. Okay, everybody, have a terrific week. I'll see you next time.